Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Premiere Next. In this video you are going to get all the information related to the latest updates of the Gladiator 2 movie. Gladiator 2, the eagerly awaited follow-up to Ridley Scott's Gladiator from 2000, is now available in theaters. Years after Maximus, played by Russell Crowe, was killed in the Colosseum, the director returns to oversee the continuation of the Rome set drama. Among its many notable stars are Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, Denzel Washington, Joseph Quinn, and others. Paul Mescal's Lucius is destined to follow in his father Maximus's footsteps when the tale resumes following the events of the first movie. If you saw the movie and would like a recap of everything that happened, this is what happened. What happens at the end of Gladiator 2? As Macrinas and Lucius struggle in the Tiber River, Lucius kills him, and the stream carries his body away. Ultimately, Lucius declares himself the legitimate heir to the throne and speaks to the soldiers and citizens of Rome while donning his father Maximus' armor. In accordance with the values of his father and grandfather, he exhorts them to join him in rebuilding Rome. As the movie comes to a close, Lucius is shown standing in an empty Colosseum and reflecting on his father's legacy. Given that Lucius' development as a leader is only getting started, the conclusion of Gladiator 2 raises the prospect of a second installment. He is on track to succeed his family as emperor and to carry on their philosophy. Although the next installment has not yet been revealed by the creators, it will be intriguing to watch where the franchise develops. That would include Gladiators? We're as good as your assumption. Review updates of the Gladiator 2, the sequel to Ridley Scott's Best Picture-winning epic, starring Russell Crowe, is passable, but Gladiator 2 is nothing compared to the first installment, which was released 24 years ago. It's preferable to leave your expectations at the door for the sequel. The story may follow a different character, but the overall plot is quite similar to the first movie, possibly too much so. The fight for your freedom in the arena arc, which is fueled by tragedy and retaliation, is back, although this time it is less shocking and emotionally impactful than the first time. Additionally, the parallels encourage more comparisons. Although I can appreciate the desire to recreate the original movie's enchantment and the maxim "if it ain't broke, don't fix it," I can't help but think it would have been better from a whole other perspective. Scott's ability to create powerful images and a large screen extravaganza is still present, and the set pieces are unquestionably amazing. The more overt G-driven scenes, however, are a disadvantage because they take away from the generally entertaining and captivating concepts. Naturally, the first movie featured a lot of computer magic, but it felt more natural to strike a balance between realistic spectacle and virtual chaos. Maybe I should be a little lenient toward dubious apes and sharks, as there's definitely more of a desire to lean into sillier action here. Although the story is sufficiently captivating, it lacks a compelling emotional thread to propel our hero's journey. On paper, it all makes sense, but Lucius, played by Paul Mescal, isn't quite as compelling as Crowe's Maximus. Unquestionably brilliant, Mescal's Lucius is a little too broad run for this spectator to empathize with his predicament. Fortunately, there is more interest in the supporting cast. Pedro Pascal plays Marcus Acacius with his typical charm, but I felt he was terribly underutilized. Denzel Washington steals the show as the cunning Macrinas. The last few beats were unimpressive to me, even if the tempo is good and there is a great build-up to the dramatic ending. To be completely honest, I was left wanting more because of the abrupt character introductions and drops, the clumsy location of the violent fights, and the unmet promise of something far larger. Gladiator 2 is a sequel that pales in comparison to its predecessor, despite being entertaining and supported by a number of powerful components. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please click on the like button and subscribe to the channel for the latest updates related to upcoming movies and series. It's related to